Welcome to Creamer Media's Resources Watch, a weekly video roundup of the events and people making and shaping the news in the mining industry. This week, Vision Blue helping world to achieve Green Dream with high return prospects for investors. Alluvial diamond miners outline ways to save fast shrinking industry, and generator supplier completing 2 audits. The world's energy transition away from fossil fuels is a phenomenon that is not dependent on any assumptions about gross domestic product growth or countries urbanizing or industrializing.
The world is in energy transition and transitioning away from fossil fuels. And it's a phenomenon which is not dependent on any assumptions we're making about GDP growth or countries urbanizing or industrializing. It's a phenomenon which is driven by an international consensus that the world's carbon footprint has to be managed and reduced, and that governments have translated that into a series of regulations and legislation which drives the nature of energy usage in their own countries. So we see the massive inroads of renewable energy into the primary energy mix, and we see the helter-skelter drive into the electrification of motor vehicles. And all of this means that the commodities which support batteries and which support the consequences of renewable energy in the primary energy mix are going to be vital to achieving this decarbonization.
The number of alluvial diamond operators is decreasing at an alarming rate. The South African Diamond Producers Organization outlined the rewards South Africa could potentially harvest with the right regulations and a lower cost of doing business.
In presenting our recommendations to the government officials, we are hoping for a constructive and collaborative engagement. Before explaining our recommendations, I think it's important to point out that as SADPO, we are happy with the fact that government is thinking outside the box and looking at alternative approaches, meaning they are willing to engage with industry and maybe even implement some of our suggestions. We really commend them for this, because this has really given the industry a sense of hope that we can perhaps revive the junior diamond mining sector, which in turn will help revive the economy.
International power generator supplier Cummins has recently commissioned 1 mining site and is in the process of commissioning a further site, where both system monitoring and control philosophies were upgraded.
So we do pride ourselves, Cummins is a premium product. It is a niche market. When I say niche market, we are specifically targeting those type of customers in the mining sector, the industrial sector, data centers, where the gensets are out on the field, specifically industrial and mining. Our gensets can work in 55 degrees. We've got branches and distributors in Middle East, so it's a proven product for 55 and plus degrees. It's a proven product for high altitudes here in Joburg, and as well as with humidity, coastal regions. We have derating curves, altitude curves. What's very important and what suits the mining application is mines generally, when the power goes down, they have to get everything up and running very quickly, what we call almost bringing the whole plant on back in production almost instantaneously. Cummins, through their R&D, have been able to design generators that can take almost 100% snap load.
For mining news as it breaks, stay logged on to miningweekly.com and register for our free daily newsletter.